Is the red line moving for crying out loud? Okay.
Is it?
We're recording. There we go.
Cool.
All right.
All right.
Now back to our notes.
There's a lot. It's a good thing we're not like super drunk before we get
Right.
here. Otherwise, we have to go.
All right. Phew. Okay. Welcome back to Tango Talks, everybody. Today is Tuesday, July 15th of 2025 already. I can't believe that we're already halfway through July, and those poor kids have only got another month off, and then they got to go back to school.
Haha. Thanks
Yes.
for them.
Today, we're going to talk about the dog days of summer, the history, meaning, and how to have some fun during it. And, again, welcome back to Tango Talks, where things are heating up. Literally, it's that time of year when the sun feels like it's auditioning for a role in a sci-fi movie. Your ice cream melts faster than your motivation. And even your dog is like, nope, I am not chasing that ball today. Yep, we've officially entered the dog days of summer. But what does that actually mean? Is it about dogs? Is it about sweating through your t-shirt before 10 a.m.? Today, we're digging into the history, the myths, and the surprisingly cool ways to enjoy the hottest stretch of the year. So grab a cold drink, find some shade, and let's get into it. I hit the button one too many times.
You're too funny. So, how was your day today, Tango?
It was very frustrating, to be honest with you. We were talking before recording. I've had to reinstall my computer for the second time. I don't know what happened a couple weeks ago. There was something with I think I figured out what actually happened because I switched my Microsoft account from personal to business, so I could separate the HM files from CNY Awards files and keep them on separate drives. And for some reason, the way that Microsoft works, that just screwed up all of my logins to all of my computers, because now every time I tried to log in, it was an invalid login because now it's not personal, it's corporate. It was just a mess. I mean, I'm not going to go into the whole thing, but it was a nightmare. I had to uninstall and reinstall everything, and I'd do it again today because things weren't connecting. I had no Bluetooth, and it's just frustrating. 8 hours of just sitting there with my head in my hands going, what the fuck?
And that is the worst, though, too, when you got a plan in mind and it just doesn't work out the way you hope it does.
No, because I had plans. I had other things to do today. I wanted to, set up the script for tonight, and I want to get this into a template thing so it's easier for us to put all of our information in there, and it just didn't work. I put all this together like in the last half hour.
That's good. We're giving the public the true...
the truth of how it works.
Yeah.
But hey, you know what? We're enjoying our new setups. We got new monitors now so that we can move them around, and you know what? We're getting there.
Yeah,
we're getting there. I have
and
fun.
We'll figure out how we're going to get that on-air sign from Hit and Tango in the back of the head.
I'm sitting sideways because we have swivel chairs that we can sit on so that when we don't have guests, we can actually look at each other and talk. And unfortunately, when I turn, my headphone is banging into our on-air sign. So all I hear in my left ear is just like, ka-thump, ka-thump, ka-thump.
Oh, my goodness. Too funny. Anything interesting from last week that we want to talk about?
I didn't have anything interesting last week. I spent most of the weekend. Well, we extended our garden, but pretty much last weekend and last week was spent as much as possible in the pool.
Yeah,
which it was
that
up
was
to.
fun.
Yeah, it was up to like 85 the other day. We still haven't done a nighttime swim, but we'll get there.
I think we're gonna get there like soon because the temperatures haven't been dropping.
No, they're supposed to drop a little bit next week, but
Are they?
yeah, they're supposed to still stay warm. But I mean, the only other interesting thing that did happen was. The sign has got to go. Is I saw my primary doctor, and now I gotta make some phone calls for a knee replacement. My left knee, yeah, it's pretty bad. She she checked my right knee, and she was like, yeah, you're almost 60, that's about right. But then she checked the left knee, she was a little bit of grinding going on in there, and it's killing me right now a little bit. But it's like I told her, it's like, we all do these things. Well, what I told her was, if somebody in my 20s had told me to stay off my knees or wear knee pads, I probably wouldn't have the problems that I have now. But
yeah. Oh my goodness. A knee replacement though, that's going to be some.
It's going to hurt.
Yeah. That's some work.
Yeah. Everybody says it hurts, but I got to do something because.
Yeah, because you can't be in pain forever either. You got to do something.
I mean, I can drink, scotch, but,
Yeah,
then I got to get a liver replacement or a kidney or something, you know what I mean?
It's probably easier to just do the knee.
Probably. It's probably actually cheaper, though, with the way I can go through alcohol.
Our true color is coming through right now.
Right? Maybe if I stopped drinking and just saved all my drinking money, I'd have the money to pay for the knee replacement for free.
There you go. So last week we talked about our favorite plants, gardening tips, and good old outdoor fun. If you need a recap, please visit visit tangotalks.live to listen to all of our episodes. If you have any questions about the episode or any episode that's up there, you just want to call and break our balls, please do it at 315-801-9655. Okay, on with the show after a message from our sponsor.
And that will be Biscuit Bootleggers.
Yeah, Biscuit Bootleggers. Yay. This is my new adventure. I actually am starting a doggy barkery. So I'll be doing some unique treats for your pups.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, not just pups. I'm going to try to do some little kitty treats too, because we can't leave them out either.
All you got to do is you can bake anything up and just throw some catnip in it and you're good to go.
Yeah, they'll like that. But Biscuit Bootleggers is inspired by both of my puppies. We have our mascot Capone.
Mm-hmm.
And
my little nephew.
Yes, your little nephew. And then nephew number 2, Muggsy, who is my
terror.
New addition terror. Yeah. He is really giving me a run for my money. But the two of them are the owners of this barkery. It's a 1920s gangster-themed
Oh my goodness, that would go so well with your speakeasy bar too. That's perfect.
So that's exactly how it's going to be. The whole design is a speakeasy design, and
cool.
The treats are packaged in black and gold, and so there's going to be cakes and biscuits and different treats that they can enjoy.
Well, that'll be fun.
Yeah. So
we'll have to see how many Jay eats by accident.
Well, the good thing is they'll all be like people friendly too, because one of the reasons why I got into this is because Capone is such an allergic pet. So I decided that I was going to start making him some treats, because he loves his fruit and everything, but I think that just having some special treats like Muggs has that will just be fun for him. So I'm going to just dive into that. So keep an eye out. There'll be up and coming products online, and
you're going to do Etsy too, right?
Yep, I'm going to add it to my Etsy shop, and we'll do it's a little bit on its own as well. Eventually, I'd like to have just a little storefront that people can come and visit us, and
that'd be fun.
Yeah,
that's kind of what I'm thinking too. Like when I retire, like I would love to get that other room off to the side completely cleaned out, and just make stuff for stock stuff that I can just put in there, and then people can just come in and buy stuff, and then if they want it engraved, I can just run upstairs and engrave it and stuff like that. But
yeah, that's awesome.
It'd be nice.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm 5 years away from that, so. But yeah, I can't wait to see the little bootleggers with their loot.
Yeah. So it's going to be fun. It'll keep me busy. Like we don't have enough things that keep us busy during the day, but we'll do, we'll keep one more thing going. Just a note before we get to the episode, remember, if we put a smile on your face, do us a special favor by subscribing to us at tangotalks.podbean.com or tangotalks.live. Call in, ask us questions, and discuss topics at 315-801-9655. In each episode, we will try to make you laugh and think with guests, cocktails, and Capone the pug.
Capone's always got to get his little point on there, you know?
know.
And again, people, that's Tango Talks, TangoTalks.podbean.com. That's probably the best place to go and subscribe and follow us. And remember, it's free to subscribe. It's free to follow us. And we certainly would appreciate it.
Yeah. And that's what puts us on the charts, too, is like actually doing all of those things. It's one thing to listen, but, and we know we have a lot of people out there that are listening for every episode, but they're not subscribing. So
Right.
you want to subscribe or follow in order for us to keep moving up the ranks.
Yes, that's how other people find us, is by you people following and subscribing.
Yep.
It's not to say we don't appreciate, getting the likes and the love, but sadly they don't get recorded. They're not part of the statistics. So we really need those follows and subscribes. And again, it's free. We certainly would appreciate it. And we're just trying to have some fun here and
include you on the phone. I mean, everybody's
we
getting
would love people to call us.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
All right. So, what are the dog days of summer? Well, let's see here. Let's start with some of the basics here. The term usually refers to, the period that we're in kind of like right now, where we're all feel like we're melted putty and crayons and everything's sticky and, you feel gross all the time and you don't really want to do anything outside because, you're going to be attacked by insects and you're going to melt halfway across your yard. It's not fun when you're in the northern hemisphere this time of year. But, we all know the feeling. The air is thick, the sidewalks are sizzling, and your energy level is somewhere between nap and hibernation.
Isn't that the truth?
I do a lot of napping this time, but here's the thing. The phrase doesn't actually come from dogs lying around the heat, although it's a pretty accurate image because that's where you'll find me laying around on the couch probably. It has its roots actually in astronomy and ancient mythology, which brings us to our next little tidbit. Oh, I guess we're going to hold off on that little next tidbit. Did I jump? I did jump. So actually, we started this thing from the beginning, and we're trying to reincorporate it. And it used to be we just asked everybody what was the weirdest thing you did when you thought you were alone.
Right.
And the only problem was that after a couple of episodes, everybody knows that that's going to be the question.
Yeah.
So
they were well prepared.
Right. So we had to switch it up. So we actually are using AI to come up with, the fun questions for us. And this week it came up with, what's the weirdest thing you did when it was just too hot to function? So if you want to call in and give us your ideas on that and what you did to, kind of make it through the day when you felt like you were a melted crayon on a radiator, give us a shout out, send us an email, do whatever you got to do, but let us hear your weirdest thing. What was your weirdest thing, Angela?
So I probably shouldn't say this because it was something at work that I did, but it's not
Scandalous.
bad. I started like that, but it's not anything like bad. But I took a spray bottle and said, "Hey, do you think this would be like one of those squirt fans?" And I sprayed it through my fan, which is, mind you, plugged into the wall.
Angela, what happened to your hair today?
It works, but I wouldn't advise it.
Not recommended.
So it just goes to show you how much of an idiot I am, because I knew it was going to work. I mean, why would it not?
Right.
And I'm lucky it didn't short out my fan.
Or you.
I would have been really mad if it did that, because,
that's funny.
Boy.
I mean, I don't know if I should say. Most of my friends know, but I mean, I usually sleep with nothing on, and sometimes I'll wear like really light underwear. But what I've done a very similar thing, which is funny. But we have a ceiling fan.
Yep.
But I've just taken like a spray bottle and just spritzed it in the air, and then just let it
blow
fall back
down.
down. And it just feels like it's just like the first couple times you're just like because it's really cold.
Yeah.
But then after like 4 or 5 of them, you're like, oh my goodness, it feels so good. It's like we're talking like porn stories or something.
I just spray the fan.
Just spritzed myself.
And it just spritzes, yeah. In the meantime, we're getting electrocuted. It's okay, though.
All right, let's hear your weirdest things, people. Give us a call. Give us a shout out. All right, now we're back on schedule.
All right, so let's rewind a couple thousand years to ancient Greece and Rome. Back then, people noticed that the hottest days of the year coincided with the rising of a very bright star called Sirius, also known as the dog star. Oh, see? Dog star.
Starting to make sense now.
Uh-huh. Sirius is part of the constellation Canis Major, which literally means greater dog. Around late July, Sirius would rise just before the sun, and ancient astronomers believe this double sun effect was responsible for the extreme heat.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I think it's funny how ancient, I guess we can say ancient people, visualize stuff like that, you know what I mean? And try to make sense of it. We like it's easy for us. We have all this technology now. We can just take a telescope, look at it, and say, "Yeah, it's a star, big deal."
Yeah.
But back then, it was like a wonder. It's like, oh, there it is. It's another sun coming up. That's why it's so hot.
Yeah. But it also brings us back to like we did a couple of few episodes back. We had talked about like dreams and stuff like that, and how like different cultures believe that there's reasons for those types of things, and maybe there was something talking to you, whether it was like a past loved one or something like that. So same thing is applying here, it's like they're saying the sun, there's multiple suns, there's multiple stars, there's like all these different things that contribute to this extreme heat. The Romans even had a name for it. It's called Dies Canicularis.
I purposely left this page for her because I wasn't going to try to say that.
Which simply meant the dog days. Of course, we know that that Sirius doesn't actually affect the weather. The heat comes from the Earth's tilt end orbit, but the name stuck. And so did the idea that this time of year is a little intense. So next time someone says it's the dog days, you can say, yes, the heliacal rising of Sirius. Very celestial of you.
We need 9th grade words with pronunciations after them.
It's funny when we go through these things and we're talking about it, like it was fine. Like we weren't even having any
I know. It was like,
problems,
let's preview it.
It's
It's like,
oh, okay. Now I'm having a hard time saying those same words.
okay. So we've gotten into, they see the star rising. They think it's part of the heat. And obviously we know now that that's not possible. But over time, the phrase dog days made its way into literature, music, and pop culture. In Homer's Iliad, the dog star is described as a harbinger of war and disaster. Fast forward now to modern times, and you've got Florence and the Machine singing The Dog Days Are Over, a song about transformation and release. Today, we use the term more casually. It's shorthand for that sluggish, sticky part of summer that everybody feels like it's moving in slow motion. It really does, too, doesn't it? Well, you know what it is? I think what it is, it's so hard to breathe sometimes out there that you feel like you're just dragging yourself behind your feet.
Yeah. Yes.
And, but it's also a time for reflection, rest, and, maybe a little rebellion against the heat. I don't know. You can rebel all you want, but I don't think you're going to change the sun's direction or the Earth's orbit. Oh, this is my fun part. Now it's time for Tango's Tech. We're going to try to bring this in as long as people like it and my beautiful co-host likes it.
I like like everything. I like when you talk about these things.
The tech stuff?
Yeah, I do, because I'm like so not tech person. I'm not a tech person.
Well, you know, everybody...
Savvy is not there.
Well, everybody thinks that I'm some like tech magician or something, and I'm really not. It's just I enjoy playing with technology and new stuff, but you know, I've gotten this nickname at work. You know, every time there's something wrong with the computer or the network or phones or this, it's my name that gets called. Like, I didn't put these together. I don't know. You know, I don't know everything about technology. I just enjoy it a lot. I like finding new gizmos and stuff like that. But anyways, I did find I had to. Well, we just talked about earlier. I switched my Microsoft account from personal to corporate, but then had to upload my entire OneDrive, or I had to pay extra to increase my iCloud account, and then I had to move all of my files to iCloud, and then try to get them back to OneDrive, and it was just taking so long because I have over 400 gig worth of data that I've saved over the years. So I found this company. It's called MultCloud, and it does all the transfers online for you. So you're not eating up your bandwidth on your computer or taking the time on your computer. And you basically just log in. You say, okay, I got this iCloud account here, and I've got this OneDrive account here, and I need to move it all over here. And once you set it up, you know, I mean, it does it overnight, and you're all set and done. And it's just saved me a lot of headaches and time. And, you know, so I enjoyed it. It's relatively cheap, probably maybe $50-$60 to do it, but for the peace of mind, I guess.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That, you know, they do there's a bunch of redundancy checks on it to make sure everything transfers over. And it was just nice to wake up in the morning, find all my OneDrive files back where they were supposed to be. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. That's actually cool. So this is something that's in the cloud already? That's how you just go in and do it?
It's just a website. It's actually multcloud.mult, multcloud.com. And I kept saying multi-cloud, and that's what I thought it was. And so I looked it up again today. It's like, oh, there's no I in there.
It's just Mult
right,
Cloud.
Multi-cloud. But yeah, you know, if you got to move a lot of data back and forth, and you don't want to sit there and watch, you know, the progress bar go across, it's just a peace of mind.
Yeah.
But they did a good job. I was happy with it, and you know, that's my tech for this week. And
but that's actually, I like that idea because, you know, like I'm a creature of habit when it comes to stuff too. Like when I open up my computer in the morning, it's like I have all my, you know, certain programs for my one, you know, one of the programs that I work with, and then my other programs are in another spot on the computer, and then the other.
Oh,
so it's like.
Wait, are you one of those people that has a desktop full of nothing but icons?
I don't have that many icons, but yeah.
I can't stand it. But you know, I mean, again, it's all personal. You know, it's how you navigate, it's how you organize. But
yeah, because I'm like, I just am not. I'm telling you, I'm not very smart when it comes to computer stuff in general. And then if you throw me off kilter with like, oh my God, one of my icons is gone, what do I do?
Well, you know, it's funny. There was another program I used to use years ago, and I'll have to try to remember it. But our brains are wired to not really like photograph your desktop or your screen, but subconsciously you do remember where certain icons are. You know what I mean? Your mind, it's like muscle memory.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like know, after a couple, you know, even a couple weeks after using your computer, you're click 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 because you know where everything is.
Yeah.
If you take and move, like say you move your Word program and slid it to the other side of the screen, you'd be lost for a couple of seconds because you'd be like, wait a minute, it was there. Where did it go? And this company, I forgot what it was, but they came up with this start menu plugin that would allow you to set it up the way you want to set it, and it would remember it. So if you had to update the system or change something, it would put all those icons back to where you wanted them so that you'd still be productive.
Yeah.
And it's true because I have the same thing. Like when something happens to the system and things get moved around, and that's why I threaten people at work with a knife. Like, don't touch my computer.
Don't touch it.
It throws your productivity off when you can't. You know what I mean? When you're, because your mind is like, okay, there's this, this, and this. But when you go to do this, this, and this, and they're not there, then you're like, what the fuck?
I know.
Where is everything? You know, and then you got to spend the time to find it. So this program, I'll have to find what it is. Maybe I'll find it for next week. But it was great for that, and I really liked it.
Yeah, and that seems to be a problem that we're having right now at work. We've got a lot of our computers update almost daily, and you know, one of the biggest complaints from everybody is, well, now I've got this new program, it's updated, but number one, it's not communicating with the program that it needs to communicate with, because it's too far beyond what we are capable of putting on our computers. You know what I mean? And
now, do you guys get to update your own computers, or IT does it?
IT does it.
Steven hates that. He'll come into work on a Monday and be like, damn it, they updated the system again. Now I got to find everything.
Yeah, and that's like the worst feeling ever, especially when you know you're going to go in, and we also have different hours now. So we're trying to still throw all of the work that we do in a day into less amount of hours, you know, which to most people that doesn't sound like a big deal. You know, you're like, wow, you're working less hours.
Yeah.
Well, it really is a big deal, because it's like my day is planned out from the time I walk in the door until the time I leave. And if I don't have all of those things accomplished, you know, then that starts my next morning off.
Don't you hate leaving?
Yes, and I hate that.
When you got stuff scheduled for the day, and then you leave, and you're like,
crap,
didn't get everything done. Now I got to do it. Now I got to, catch up tomorrow.
So now tomorrow I start with that.
Well, see, the problem is with larger corporations. Like obviously, I'm small. You know, me and Steven. And you for Tango Talks. You know? So I'm in charge of all the computers, you know what I mean? So that's relatively easy. But when you start working for a company like where Steven works and where you work, they have IT departments to handle all that. You know what I mean? You're dealing with, 20, 30, or hundreds of computers.
Yeah.
So what they're using is they just use a deployment package, and they set it up with whatever upgrades are being allowed, and then they just push it out to all the computers, which is efficient for them. But unfortunately for the end user, that update now, could clear your desktop off. You won't have any icons on there, or it can, I've heard nightmare stories.
Yeah.
But it's the only way for them to do it efficiently.
Yeah, and we all know what the reasons are behind it, because you can't, whenever there's something brand new, like you said, the updates on the programs, but the problem is like every department, and this is the entire, corporate, well, I don't want to say corporate, but corporate entity, I guess. You can't really focus in on just like one computer, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't go computer. You can't go from one computer. It's like, hey, I'm here to set up your computer. It's like it'd be a year-long process.
Exactly.
By the time we got through it, it'd be time to go all the way back again and do it all over again. Yeah, I know. It's crazy, but it's the only way to get things done.
Yep. Well, that was a good one. I like that. I really do. I like your little mult cloud, and I wish that I was smart enough to use something like that.
Well, it's very easy, because when you go to you literally just log in with like your iCloud account information. Mm-hmm. And it's not just those two things. Like they handle Amazon, they do Dropbox, and all of them. You could go on there, and if you had accounts with all of them, they do Google. You could actually set them all up so they all synced together, and you would have all that information distributed on multiple networks if you were that paranoid.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not that paranoid, so I just wanted my stuff back. I gave it to you for the weekend. I want it back.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so what do you think about the Jar of Absurdities? Should we check it out? We haven't checked it out in a little while.
We have not checked it out, and that's why I kind of brought it back. I just wanted to see how the feeling was on it. I thought it was fun. How do you think? What do you feel?
Okay. I like it.
It's more fun when we have guests here, because we get to torture them with it. But
I know. But it's fun. It'll be fun to...
We can torture each other.
Yeah, I like it.
All right. Well, let's do the Jar of Absurdities after the short break, because,
we need more cocktails.
Tango drinks his drinks very fast, and he needs another one. It's very hot in the studio today.
It is.
All right, we'll be right
Sounds
back,
good.
people. So, all right, we're back, people, and it is now time for the jar of absurdities, and Angela is...
Oop, I lost one. It popped right out. Did you see it?
That's what she
Popped
said.
right out. Okay, you ready?
Ready.
If you could swap noses with any animal, which one would you choose and why?
Oh, crud. Noses?
Yeah.
Jeez. I'm trying to think of this one. If I could switch noses. I'm starting at A. I got like every animal going through my head. Like, nope. I would have to say... Jeez. I guess I'm going to have to just say like a dog. Just because, you could smell everything. But I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing. Because there are times where I put stuff out that, you don't want to smell.
You're probably not the only one. There's a lot of things that most people don't want to smell.
But it's the only thing I could think of because, I mean, what is they have like 100 times our smelling capability or something like that.
Yeah.
It'd probably drive me crazy. I could smell somebody cooking bagels down the, 3 blocks away or something. But it would be helpful. Like, you probably know when somebody was in the house that wasn't supposed to be there or,
I'd be on your side.
I guess so. I don't know how I would look with a dog's nose, but maybe if I had a little pug nose, it would be cute.
Oh, like a Capone nose.
Like my little nephew.
Yeah.
How about you?
I was going to say a bear.
Bear.
Because, well, we all know how much I love food. So they can they can smell food like miles and miles away.
Oh, wait, better than a dog?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, much better than a dog. So,
that would definitely drive me crazy because I'd be like, they're doing blooming onions in Madison right now.
Yeah, but don't you think that would be an opportunity? Oh, they're doing blooming
Ooh, Angela, what are you doing right now? They're doing blooming onions in Boukville. Let's go.
Yes.
It's a 45-minute trip, but we're going to go get them.
Yeah, because you think about it, too. Bears can, they smell blueberries for, 5 miles away or something. They're just
true.
It's insane how they can just pick out that little smell.
Oh, speaking of, and just a little flashback to an earlier episode. I don't remember which one it was. Or did I already mention it? Our blackberry bush out in the yard, because we actually let it, we actually tended to it this year, is covered. You could probably make a pie out of the blackberries on it right now. And I've been trying to share them with the blue jays, but they're getting to them faster than I can.
Uh-oh.
They seem to love them, but
oh, boy.
it is what it is. I don't mind sharing. I like blue jays.
We have to. We have to share with.
This is all you.
All right.
I gave you paragraphs.
You did. Well, I like this one, too, because we were talking a little bit about this even before we did the Dog Days of Summer thing. So right now, let's just, enough with the history. And we'll just talk about, the things that we do to thrive and survive during the Dog Days of Summer.
That's what you call it.
Well, you and I both love swimming. That's one of my favorite things.
I love swimming at
We
night.
spend a lot of
just
time
haven't had
in
a
the
chance.
pool.
Yes.
I prefer a pool over a lake or ocean. However, I do if I had to choose between lake or ocean, I would choose ocean, mainly because in a lake, a lot of times you can see
what's coming at you.
Yeah. In the ocean, the shark will just come and get you, and then that's the end of it. So at least you're going to enjoy your time floating around and doing whatever you do. And if the shark comes, oh well.
See, I don't mind swimming in either. I I'm not comfortable if I can't see the bottom, though.
Yeah.
You know, so if I go in somewhere, I always like to try to bring my little swim goggles with me, because then I can at least like go underwater for a little bit and check around and see what's under there and then come back up. I'm just wicked paranoid about that. In fact, my business partner was just telling me they went somewheres. I think it was for, I don't remember what it was for, but it was at a lake, and they had to, they went boating. And of course, when you're on a boat, you know, if you don't have a bathroom, then, you know, everybody just jumps in the lake. And
yeah. Well, that's what you do.
Excuse me. So he jumped in the lake, and like the bottom 6 inches was just all that muck. And I was like, okay, I'm skeeving right now, because I would fucking have a stroke. I can't stand. That's always my terror.
Yeah.
When we go to the lake here, because you can go from Steven's brother's house upstream and come to the bottom part of it, and it's all clear. You can see rocks and stuff like that. But then off to the whole right side, probably a good half acre or more deep, it's all marsh. And we went through there one time, which was fun because you can find all sorts of, like, you'd be surprised, like, you know, we have pitcher plants here and stuff like that. But all I could think about is, like, if I tip into this seaweed mess of weeds and muck, you'll have to call an ambulance, because I will have a stroke and be unconscious. I can't stand that, because all I can think about is, like, what's in there, you know? Because first of all, I'm super paranoid about ponds, because there's always leeches in them.
Yeah.
But that mucky stuff, you just don't know what's in there. I can't do it.
Yeah, I think I can't do lakes just because. And it's weird because when I was a little kid, I used to swim wherever there was water. But I just can't do that anymore, mainly because of my jobs that I've held. You know, they've been in the medical industry. So I know what kind of bacteria and everything. It's no different in the ocean, but somehow
it is. It's different.
Somehow I can justify it, because I'm like, there's a ton of like salt that's like killing different bacteria, whereas in a lake you can go in and you have a little cut or something, and the bacteria can get in there, and then that can be like,
you go swimming for a day and come out with sepsis.
Yeah. So that kind of scares me. So I really do like to just stick to pools, and it's great because you and I swim like all summer long.
Goodness.
Like we just are swimming all the time.
And the weather's been so nice. If I was allowed to, I would probably just sleep out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Except that we get all pruny, hence what
Could you imagine spending it all night?
And we were only in there for, 3 hours probably on Sunday? Yeah.
Well, could you imagine like sleeping? You wake up, you probably wouldn't be able to get out of the pool. You'd just be like one big like jello mass. You know, like, but I have flippers for hands, like, help.
But what a way to deal with dog days.
Right? Yeah, because it's been you know, upper 70s even at night.
Yeah.
It's impossible for me to sleep there, and I can't not do it.
Oh, air conditioner. I swear by air conditioner.
Yeah.
We've had them going constantly since we've had this little heat wave, you know. And I don't want to complain, because you know what it's like in the dead of winter around here. So I long for the dog days,
hey,
you know I
what?
really do.
I love the heat. I don't like the humidity part of it.
Yeah.
Because it's so hard to breathe. But I love the heat. It could be 90 degrees every day, and I would love it.
Yeah.
As long as we didn't have this thick air. Again, with the AC, though, I love it and don't love it, because all I can think about the whole time it's running is like cha-ching, 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 cha-ching.
Yeah.
You know? They're so expensive to run. And we run ours. We have, central air, but we don't get it really a whole lot upstairs. I mean, it keeps what it really does for upstairs is keep the moisture down, which makes it comfortable.
Yeah.
But by the time you get to the third floor, there's nothing. You're not getting anything out of it. You know what I mean? So we're looking at getting one of those mini split systems, which I didn't realize that you could buy do-it-yourself systems.
Yeah.
So we were looking at one that's a 4-unit one, so that we can have one in our bedroom, because the guest room has no heat or AC in it. There's no ductwork in there at all.
Okay.
So we'd put one in there, and then the boys' room, and then upstairs in the office. And they're not bad price. They're like $3,000 to $5,000. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, and it's really not bad when you think about it.
because then we wouldn't have to run central air.
Right.
We would just run it
Right.
in our
You
bedroom.
would just do the
Close the door and
areas
sleep.
that don't have it. Yeah. Yeah. And you have to, because like you said, with the temperatures going down as low as they are. I mean, even when we were swimming on Sunday, the water was so beautiful. It was
It was
really
85
like,
degrees.
yeah, it was really like bath water. So it didn't feel super, super cold or even like so cool, but it was just enough like when you got up on your floaty,
Yep.
it was enough the air that was moving was just making
Oh,
you
yeah.
feel nice and cool.
It was nice. It
was
was
just-
really nice.
That's one of my favorite things. I love to swim.
Yep.
That's so
Yeah,
awesome.
I could go out there in the morning, float out there all day long.
Yeah.
You know, but
What about those slip and slide things? Did you ever do those? The slip and slide? Sprinkler?
no, we used to just slip and slide on the grass.
Oh, you did? Oh my
And
god.
then my mom would have a heart attack because after a couple of hours of doing that, you're just sliding in mud.
Oh yeah.
My
Oh.
grandmother wasn't a fan of it either. I remember me and my uncle doing that in her backyard, and she was like, "What are you two doing? We're just covered in mud."
Yeah.
But you know, when you're 10 or 12, you don't care.
It doesn't matter.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
You can spray the mud off. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah. I know we always had a pool growing up, but when we moved to upstate New York, we definitely tried all these different things because we didn't have a pool up here. But we used to I remember putting plastic down on the hill, and then my dad would hook up the sprinkler, and it would go, back and forth and then down. And of course, the dogs were a big part of it.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, there'd be holes in the plastic, and then, the sun beats on it or whatever. So it's killing the grass underneath. And then you get shards of plastic coming off and slicing you. Oh, it's so great.
All the fun.
All the fun of summer.
Kids nowadays just don't get it, man. They don't get it, you
You
know?
had the war wounds to
Right.
tell
Right.
what kind of a summer you had.
They don't know what it's like, to go running through a cow field or something like that and get sliced up by the corn, you know what I mean? Or,
Yeah.
running through grass that you thought was grass and it ended up being that razor grass. And you get out the other end, you're like, what the hell?
Freddy Krueger was in there. Oh my god. And oh my gosh.
Growing up in the 70s.
I know. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Another thing I like is popsicles. Love popsicles and ice cream.
I love popsicles when they are mixed with something fun, like, tequila or rum or vodka.
A mojito pop.
Oh.
Yeah. That would be good. I just made that up. We're going to do that.
We're gonna do that because you know how good that would be floating around the pool in the heat and just having like a bucket of those.
Just a bucket.
A bucket.
A mojito bucket pop.
It's got 2 bamboo sticks in it. It takes 2 hands to pick it up.
Or you just have to put your face in the bucket.
Oh, you could do that.
And just eat the ice right there. Oh my gosh, that's
We come up
funny.
with the stupidest stuff.
We do.
But I do like it though. What are you drinking? A mojito bucket. A what? Yeah. It's got two bamboo straws in it. You just pick that thing right up and just start chomping on it.
What's that?
Could you imagine? Somebody walking over and you're floating around the pool. La, 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 la. You're holding this popsicle with 2 hands because it weighs 5 pounds.
You're just like, chomp, chomp. What is that?
Wasted out of your mind.
It's my mojito bucket.
My mojito bucket popsicle.
Oh my gosh.
All right, sorry people.
Oh my gosh. It's too funny.
We start with one thing and we go downhill really quick.
Here's something. This one has like a little bit of the back history to it too, because it says like when you're stargazing, that's like the best. It is the best in the summer. Like when you're out there, and even like we talk about being in the pool at night, when you're just laying on a floaty and you're watching the stars, and it says the dog star is harder to see during the dog days, but summer skies are all still full of
summer
wonders.
skies. Remember that
Yeah.
we haven't done it in a while, but remember, a couple of times when we were doing our fire pit, we would just we'd all be looking like, oh, there's another shooting star. We'd catch them. And the satellites, it used to be, back when I was growing up, many, many decades ago, like you'd see a satellite once an hour. That was like that was the normal for rating it, like one an hour.
Yeah.
But now, remember when we were, I don't know if it was last summer or the summer before, but it just seemed like every 5 minutes there was a satellite going over. It's like, holy, how many satellites are up there now,
I know.
That'd be a good trivia question, people. If you know the answer, you can get a free Tango Talks t-shirt if you can tell me how many satellites are up there right now.
They're going to make it up because we're not going to know the answer.
No, I know. Be the first call. Like, all right, you win. Here you go.
Got a t-shirt. Awesome. No, but like it is. That's
and
like
we have a telescope.
Yeah, I know you do. That's awesome.
And we've never. I don't think in the 8 years we've been here, we haven't brought it out once.
Yeah, because you're stingy like that.
I love it. Well, I do love it, and we've got software that connects to
like your phone.
Well, actually, to that computer right there.
Oh.
That connects to the telescope, and you can see and record what you're seeing on the telescope. And what's funny is, I don't know how many other people out there who are young aspiring astronomers, but it's almost impossible to stay on the moon.
Well, because it's always moving.
Right, but you don't think it's moving that fast until you're trying to stay on it in a telescope.
Stay focused, yeah.
And that thing is moving. It is like cruising, people. I tell you, the first time we zoomed in on it, I was like, oh, there's the moon. And then Steven went to go look. He's like, where? I'm like, what do you mean where? It was just there. How do you not see the moon? And then I went to look, like, what is it going? I had to search all over for it. And it was like, holy crap. It's over there. They do have a thing I would love to get for my telescope. It's an auto tracker. So once you lock onto an object, the telescope will follow it automatically.
Yeah.
So I have to look back at the company, see if they still offer it. But I think that would be cool.
That'd be really
it's
cool.
amazing though when you zoom in on the moon like that, and it's just we all see pictures of it and stuff like that, and sometimes you look at them, it's like it doesn't have that much craters and stuff on it, but it does.
It does.
It does.
Yeah.
So
That's
I
really
love doing
cool,
it.
Though. But this is the time of year though that our skies are super clear.
Yeah.
So we get to really enjoy them when we're sitting out there, especially when I don't know about you and Steven, but me and Joe actually go out on our hammocks sometimes at night and just kind of look up at the sky, and you can see the
Don't you get eaten by mosquitoes though?
Well, they come around. They come around. We try to
What's a
spray.
pint?
Yeah, we try to spray, use all kinds of bug repellent because I think the mosquitoes in general are bad this year. But we try not to let that deter us.
I would love that. We should either bring our hammock. Oh, because you got the bigger deck. We should bring our.
You should bring yours over to our house, and we'll do.
That would be fun.
Yeah, we'll do a fire, and then we'll have some snacks.
Fog the yard.
We'll fog the yard. Well, we actually did buy stuff to spray because the mosquitoes are really. They're very bad. Like they're just, I don't know. They're like in overdrive this year or something.
Well, it's been it's been warm, hot, and all that
wet,
moisture.
all
Things drip, and you got puddles everywhere. So yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that sounds like a plan. Okay, so we're doing that. Some people in the summertime, like the indoor adventures, like going to the museum or the aquarium or doing like movie marathons or something like.
Well, movie marathons we do in our living room.
Yeah.
All the time. And
well, not always, because there's been times that new movies have come out. Like last year when the new movies came out, the ones that Joe likes in particular, you took us to see those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And even out here though, I don't mind even like. Oh, that's why I should put a mini split. Is out here.
Oh yeah.
So it's air conditioned.
Then we could coming in here.
Then we could watch movies and stuff out here. Yeah. Ooh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll have to see. The only thing I like about having a movie in here is that we have the popcorn machine and we have liquor.
Yeah. Well, what else do you need?
I know.
Popcorn and liquor.
But I do like going to well, me and Steven are big movie buffs. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Not that I remember anything. I say that, and then people start quizzing me on stuff. It's like I don't fucking know.
I don't remember.
I just watched the movie and enjoyed it. I didn't record it.
Yeah. Like people who can recite the movies after they've seen them.
Yeah, like lines and stuff like that. I don't know how.
And there's been movies that I've seen like a gazillion times, and I still can't to this day.
I think I zone out a little bit during the movies because I'm just enjoying the movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I think that's why sometimes I have to watch it like 4 times and then be like, oh.
Well,
Steven always laughs because there's this movie, I forgot what it's called, but we've watched it several times. And there's this scene on the bus. This kid is walking to the bus and you know what I think it is? I think it's Monsters in Love or Monsters in Love or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And there's a scene where the kid's on the bus and then these crows come flying through the windows. Every time my feet come right off the couch. I jump and then he laughs. Oh, it scares me. He's like, we've watched this 3 times. You know what's going to happen. I'm like, no.
But not the exact second it's going to happen.
But I'm just watching the movie and I'm paying attention because I pick up new things every time I watch a movie.
Yeah.
I could watch it Pacific Rim is one of our favorites. We've watched it at least 8 times, if not 9 or 10.
Yeah.
And there are still things in there where, and I think that's what's fun for us is that when we watch them that many times, you don't have to watch it to get the story. Now you're watching it for the details.
For the details, yeah.
Because you'll catch things in the reflections of glasses and shiny objects. You'll see like somebody with a camera. You know what I mean? That they didn't edit out or something like that. So that's where it becomes more fun for us. We try to find these little Easter eggs, I guess you could call them, that are in the movies. But yeah, we enjoy it.
It's cool. Yeah, and then you're inside in the air conditioner, which
Correct.
is even better. Do you do museums or aquariums or anything like that?
I do. I have gone to museums. I do enjoy them. It all depends on the type of museum. You know what I mean? What we're looking at.
What we're looking at.
And aquariums, I love. I can spend an entire day in an aquarium. I love them. I see the same fish all the time. I don't care. I don't know if it's my sign because I'm a Pisces, but I just love water. And,
that's true too.
So
it's like you're just drawn to those types of things. Like
I mean, I don't know if there's any truth in that or something, but I really am. I'm drawn to water, and I love being in it. And I feel healthy in water. I feel energized in water, and so I don't know. Cool. Maybe we'll have to do an episode on that on zodiac and
zodiac.
Do you match your zodiac sign? I love that for an idea.
Great idea. Okay, we just came up with a new one.
So you're an Aries. Are you really an asshole?
But I think there's a lot to be said about that. We'll talk about that for just one more second because I'm a Virgo, and I'm like, it's all about like summer, and Virgo's the virgin, which.
No wearing white.
No comment. But like she's the water bearer, and like there's so many different things that I really do believe that I like really go with my sign.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I find that stuff interesting.
It is.
You know what I mean? I look at my horoscope every once in a while just to see what's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes it matches up and it's creepy. And other times it's like, you're so full of crap. That wasn't even close. But, a lot of that is, I wonder though, like when people read that, you're almost like redefining your day. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
because you read it and now you're expecting it to happen, so you kind of subconsciously make it happen. So I don't know how much of that plays into it, but
unless you read your horoscope at the end of the day.
Oh,
and then you could be like, "Oh,
that really did happen today." I never done that before. I've always read it in the morning.
Try it at night.
Okay.
See what happens.
I think I think that'll be a fun episode.
Yeah, I do
too. That'd be nuts.
Really fun.
All right, back to our
show. So one of the other things they talk about is summer reading. I got to be perfectly honest with you. I like to read, but I used to hate summer reading because that used to just piss me off. Because that was something with school. They used to give us a list, and they were like, okay.
Oh, you went to one of those schools?
Yeah. Okay, you're going into your next grade, and here's the list, and you read this, and then you do the book report when you get to school. I was like, I'm not doing that in the summer up around here either. I grew up in New Jersey.
Jeez.
But like our
I've never had
schools,
that.
we used to have to, but see, there was a lot of stuff that revolved around the library program too. Which we used to love the library program.
Well, it's funny because now that you say that, I don't remember who used to do it for me, but I don't remember where we lived at the time. But there was a family friend who used to go to the library, and she would get books for me. You know what I mean? And then she would bring them back, and then I would read those books. I mean, we're going back. I was probably had to be like in the 8 to 12 range.
Okay.
Because shortly after that, I don't know, we moved or she moved or something like that, and we stopped doing it. But I also couldn't read as well anymore because I used to get migraines.
Okay.
And it was well before,
too much
we knew that I should have had glasses like in 7th grade.
Yeah.
So, trying to read stuff was, a nightmare for me in high school. But I did like reading books for a while. You know what I mean? Until I got to the point where I am now, where I'm just like, can you just summarize that for me? Is there a page at the end that just summarizes the...
Yeah. And, I think, too, like with summer reading, like we're thinking about like when we were kids and stuff, but our summers used to revolve around like the library program because our library used to do things like they used to host like art shows and different things. They used to have like summer events, like there was like a how-to book and learn how to do something. And
that would actually be fun.
Yeah,
I don't know if they still do it, but even like the local Home Depot and Lowe's used to do those summer programs with the kids where you could bring, your kids in. You could build a birdhouse or something like that. You know what I mean? In fact, that's what I'm going to do when the grandkids are here.
Oh my God.
We got a bunch of pressure treated wood left over from redoing the railings around the pool.
Yeah.
So Steven was just actually like, what are we doing? Are we tossing this? Well, I was thinking about keeping them when we could do little bird houses when the boys are here, and then they can take them back home with them.
Yeah.
So we'll see. It could be fun.
It'll be fun. I'm sure they'll love to like paint them and decorate them and everything.
Yeah. So haven't decided yet if we're going to build them first and then they can just paint them or let them do the whole process.
Well,
nail gun, saw, everything, the whole thing, everything, laser, the plasma cutter. You go at it, kids.
Gotta learn sometime.
You gotta learn when to keep your fingers out of the way at some point in your life. Look, Mom, I made a birdhouse. Where's your other finger? It's on the floor upstairs.
It's fine. I have a Band-Aid.
Right. I'm kidding, Austin and Michelle. I won't do that.
See, this Band-Aid has spaceships. Look. I think some of the other things, too, like when you're reading, I think of, like, when I used to go to the beach a lot, I always used to have a book. Not that I would be maybe always reading it while I was laying on the beach, but because sometimes like having a book and you're reading and the sun hits those white pages and you're just
you can't even see it.
Yeah, like you can't focus. So, but I think a lot of people like to read on the beach, so that's a good place to like catch up on. That's like a summer thing to do.
See, the other problem I have with reading though, anything past a couple of paragraphs, and I could read an entire book, but not tell you anything I read.
Because you just become like disconnected, I bet.
Yeah, I'm just, like especially if it's something I'm not interested in. I'm just, my mind wanders so much that I could read an entire book and then just be like, I don't know who the characters.
What's the plot? No clue.
But I read the book.
No idea. Yeah.
But my mind is thinking, like, I know I do it because I know I literally read it word for word. But at the same time, my mind is thinking these other things.
Something else. Yeah. Yeah, that's what the problem is with us. We're multitaskers. We can't just focus on one thing. We have to have like 15 balls in the air and be playing every game,
If I only had 15 balls in the air. I'm just looking for 2.
Yeah, I knew you were going to go there. And we're probably, we try to be really hydrated in the summer. We drink lots of water. We drink lots of not water.
Well, there's some water in there. You know what I mean?
The ice is water.
There's ice in there, which mine is all melted. So there's ice, there's water in there.
Yep.
There's vodka in there and a sprig of juice.
Exactly.
All right. Well, hey. You know what, friends? Just another reminder that, if we put a smile on your face like we put on each other's face, do us a favor by following us at tangotalks.podbean.com. That's TANGOTALKS.podbean.com. hmmmm.com or at tangotalks.live. We would really, really appreciate it. And, don't forget, be a sponsor. Go to patreon.com. 66. I don't know. I had to throw the 66 on there. Somebody else already took Tango Talks from us, so we got the 66 on. So don't forget the 66. We have some great merchandise available, for sponsors, and it would really mean the world to us.
Yeah.
I know we're only 11 episodes in, but I feel we've grown a lot in just those 11 episodes.
I agree. So we want to keep going.
Yeah, we want to keep going.
Yep.
We're having a good time. We hope you're having a good time listening to us, and and we look forward to people calling. Give us a call sometime.
Mm-hmm.
Reach out. 315-801-9655.
The hotline.
I was waiting for a response.
I'm sitting here listening. I'm like, yeah.
The hotline.
I'm
you know what I mean?
Hotline.
It's the Tango line. Again, our object really is, we have fun together. We love spending our time together. As you can tell from our episodes, we do a lot of stuff together.
All the time.
Not just and in each episode, if we can make you laugh and think, we're working on getting some guests in here, and of course we have our cocktails and our little buddy Capone, the pug. Yeah. He's got to be mentioned in there. He's our little mascot. But yeah, give us a shout out.
And even if you want to be, like, if you could think of something that you do even that you want us to bring to light, or if you just want to be part of our show and you would like to be a guest,
absolutely,
let us know.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I think, we're in different walks of life than others. And, sometimes there's things that we might not always think about. So,
well, yeah. And I think that's the wonder of our world. I would love to have people in here from discuss different topics. Like we had Marion Stark in here a couple weeks ago, and she talked about PTSD, and she took over the show, and it was awesome. It was great. She did
a very amazing experience for us.
Yeah, she did an amazing job, and it was nice to just ask her the questions that needed to be asked, and it was fun. So if you want to come on the show, we'd love to have you here. You can, we'll talk about anything.
Yeah,
we don't have
any. We have no qualms with anything either. Like whatever it is you want to talk about, we can talk about.
Right. So yeah, give us a try. That's all we're asking. No. Oh, I guess that's so. There you have it. Dog Days of Summer.
Yeah.
Part science, part myth, but all heat, sweat, bugs. I can go on.
You can go on. Well, there you have it. There's our show today, folks. Until next time. No, not yet.
You still got a paragraph to do.
Not yet. So whether you're basking in the sun or hiding in the shade, this season is a reminder to slow down, take care of yourself, and maybe learn something new, like the fact that ancient Romans blamed a star for their sunburns. Thanks for tuning in to Tango Talks. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with a friend, leave a review, or tell us your favorite way to beat the heat. You can find us on wherever you get your podcasts. Until next time, stay cool, stay curious, and watch for our melting flip-flops.
Okay. Hey, friends, just another reminder that if we put a smile on your face, I know you're probably tired of hearing me say this. We try to get it in there at least 2-3 times an episode. Until we can get our numbers up there, you're going to keep hearing it. But do us a favor. Follow us at tangotalks.podbean.com or at tangotalks.live. Don't forget to be a sponsor at patreon.com /tangotalks66. That's patreon.com /tangotalks66. We have great merchandise on there that you can get at each different level. There's a bunch of levels on there. We would really love to talk to you on the phone. Call us. You can call. You can actually call that number anytime during the week, and we'll just save it for the episode. So give us a call, 315-801-9655, and we appreciate you guys listening to us. Have a good night. Oh, before we go, There's all sorts of surprises in this episode. There's like screens hidden in screens.
I love it. It's like that. What's on your mind? Oh my God. Say it. Here's your question. Okay. Before we go, for our followers, chime in at tangotalks.live. That's tangotalks.live. tangotalks.live. And let us know your favorite dog days memories or tips. What's your favorite way to beat the heat? Are there any summer traditions you look forward to? How can we embrace the slowness of the season?
What do you think of when you hear dog days of summer? For some reason, every time I hear that, I was like, I want to reference a song. What song am I thinking of? Dog days of summer. That's not the...
I think there was one that actually said something like the dog days are over or something like that, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Every time, because that's what I think of every time I hear it. It's like...
Dog days are over. That's just my own time to say it on behalf.
And why do we associate this time with laziness or heat waves? Join us next time as we explore the top. Have we come up with next week's episode yet? Do we know? Are we going to do, we're going to ask Z how to be a drag queen? Or what's it take to be a drag queen?
Yes, I like it. All right. Yeah, so there you go. So if there's anybody out there who wants to contribute to that show, then give us a call, leave us a message, and we'll be sure to include your thoughts in our show.
Absolutely. Until the next time, Skull. Wait, does anybody want to hear our little jingle? If anybody out there puts music together, I need somebody to put this little jingle together. I'm going to send it to a couple of friends of mine that are in the music business. But I asked AI to look through all of our podcasts and the theme and layout and how we do things and come up with a quick little jingle. And this is what it came up with. If you like it, let us know. If you don't like it, let us know. But it starts off and it's just pull up a stool, spill your soul. Tango Talks is on a roll. Truth or lies, who really knows? At this bar, anything goes. From midnight tales to karaoke screams, it's booze and stories and broken dreams. Tango Talks, yeah, we keep it real. So if somebody can come up with a little jingle, that would be awesome.
Yes.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.